Hello everybody and welcome back to video 2 of this I can't speak English apparently. Today's video is specifically about what's important to you and why in 250 words or less. I decided to film this just to help give you a better understanding of what UBC is kind of looking for in those responses and what I wrote specifically. Just to help you guys out, I thought I would read you parts of what I said and what direction maybe you could go in your response. So let's get to it. I got my trusty computer here and I've got my response in front of me ready to go. Let's start with the very first sentence. Being one to readily explore activities in my school and community, I was continually motivated to pursue areas of great passion. Right out the gate, I'm starting with a statement that grabs the attention of the reader. I'm motivated by the endless possibilities around me. That is very broad, open-ended, general, can be taken in any which direction. You want to make sure that the first sentence supports your last sentence, if that makes sense. So once I finish reading this through, hopefully you'll have a better idea of what I mean by that. The next sentence that I wrote, I hate with a burning passion, and I don't know why I included it because it is so cliche, but if you like it, you use it, whatever floats your boat. I just personally am not a huge fan of it, and I don't know why I included it, but it's fine. But anyways, the next sentence read, I truly believe that the purpose of life is to love what you do and be who you are. And I do believe that, I truly do, but I just think in writing it sounds just a little bit like, It created a very nice segue for me. And I then said, this has encouraged me to take on advanced academic studies, volunteer work, a variety of athletics, and a part-time job. So there I'm kind of introducing what this idea of these endless possibilities looks like. For me, what was most important is living a balanced life and being able to do what I want to do with my life. Here, just kind of talking about all of these different avenues that I've taken the time to explore helps to support the fact that I do love to do a whole bunch of different things and that I want to live a balanced life. Not just focusing on school or not just focusing on work means that I am able to do all of these things and live a fulfilling life. For others, their idea of what a fulfilled life might be is completely different, and that is totally okay. From there, I then said, beyond my intensive studies, my love for the arts has driven me to pursue music. As a self-taught musician, I take pride in the fact that I made the choice to teach myself 3 different instruments. A lot of this response is asking about how you created value for yourself, talking about music and how I took on the responsibility of teaching myself different instruments speaks to how I tried to create that value for myself. From there, I kind of added a little bit of fluff just to further support this idea by saying, taking the time to play either my guitar, ukulele, or piano serves to balance my academically driven nature with my inherent love for music. So again, this is kind of touching on that idea of balance, which I haven't yet explicitly stated. I've kind of danced around it a little bit. This paragraph, for me at least, was about kind of creating that idea of the bigger picture and then being able to draw connections between all of these other ideas and present this one thing that is really important to me. So from there, I then said, music is just one of the many things that gives me a sense of identity. The next part of this paragraph for me was where I kind of touched on how what I know about myself can impact other people. So here I then said, when I'm true to myself, I feel inspired and can communicate wholeheartedly with everyone around me. Though many things are beyond my control, knowing my strengths, passions, and limitations allows me to appreciate individual differences, better understand who I am, and build meaningful relationships. Even though I'm not explicitly stating that building relationships is important to me, like when I say explicitly stating like, oh, it's important for me that I build relationships. Like, this kind of comes back to the idea of painting that bigger picture and not just outright stating it. You're not repeating the question. If that's what you want to say, go for it, but you need to try and connect it to everything else that you're talking about in your personal profile. You need to be able to talk about the bigger picture, but at the same time highlight all of those individual experiences that have made you who you are and have shaped your values and what you find important. From there, I kind of talked about who I was as a person. So keeping in mind where we started, I talked very generally about how I like to do all of these different things and how doing all of these different things meant that I got to live a balanced and fulfilling life. That's where we started. Where we are ending is this. My identity is not subject to the world around me, and having a support network within my family and community has given me the confidence to recognize that. I strive to be authentic in all areas of my life, because in being true to myself, not only do I inspire others to do the same, but I also get to pursue my passions and live each day with the utmost meaning and purpose. So that is kind of coming full circle. It's not that my original idea and my final idea directly connect, but everything in between, all of that stuff that I've put in the middle, is what's painting that bigger picture and helping the reader understand just what's important to me without me directly saying, oh yeah, I think it's important that I'm a hardworking person. I think it's important that I got to do all of these things. So that's pretty much it for this video, talking about what's important to me and why. I really do hope that you found that a little bit helpful. I'm really happy that a few people were asking me about this, because now that I think about it, I really struggled with this when I was writing my personal profile and probably would have really liked to have watched a video like this. Anyways, that is pretty much it for today. Once again, if you do have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I do really enjoy responding to those. It takes me a little while, but I do get to them, I promise. And of course, feel free to leave a comment down below, give this video a good old like, and if you want, you even could subscribe. I would really appreciate it, you guys. Sorry about that, my camera just died and I had to take a hot minute to charge it. Kind of funny timing because it's pretty much the end of the video and all I had left to say was thank you for watching, and also I will see you next time.